Welcome, guys, to the Fears Podcast. I thought I would start things off very harmonious, joyful, beautiful church music going through the air. Also, it's the Mr. Bean theme song. So there we are. Fears, audience fears. New shirt, by the way. New pants. That's right. New pants, new shirt. You guys have already seen it, but have you seen Fears wear them in a stream or in a vlog? No, you have not. Coffee first. I'm using my Randall mug today. If you want an official Randall mug, go to www.exhumvisions.com. There it is. All right. Lots to talk about. Going nuts, balling, losing it. Tons of errands, tons of things. I've got lots and lots and lots. Delicious jams and jellies, horror movies, beer, lots and lots and lots of beer. That's right. I've got lots of stuff to talk about. Let's open up that chat. All right, here we go. There we are. Okay, here we go. Alrighty. There we go. Lots and lots and lots. Okay. Let me switch it from live chat. There we are. Thank you for liking the stream. Oh, thank you for liking the stream a second time. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Anyway, we got one person watching. How art is thou? Thouest is good. Now we've got 3 likes on the stream. I appreciate that. So what's up, guys? Fears is here. Like I said, lots and lots and lots to talk about. So much has happened since the last time I've streamed. You would think, well, Fears, it's only been a day. A lot can happen in a day. Not a true believer? Well, get ready, because Fears has got so much to tell you guys. So much. Good things, kind of good things, potentially amazing things, and then a little bit of bad. So, let me start with the updates. So, if you guys remember, a couple of weeks back, I had a fan say, "Hey, Fears, send me a selfie of you." So I said, okay. So I sent her a selfie, right? All of a sudden, a couple weeks later, she sends me a picture that she had painted, I guess in like digital art, and it was me as Fears Man, right? So I said, that's going on the wall. So today, one of the errands I did, bada bing, bada boom. Check this out. So I got 2 photos here. One is Fears Man. See that? Look at that. Fears Man. That's right. One is Fears Man. Okay. The other is Indiana Fears. Lord Visions made this. So big shout out to my friend Visions. Lord Visions. That's right. He made this. And then I forgot her name, but she's sometimes in the chat, sometimes she's not in the chat. Whoever made this, I forgot your name. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for making this. So I'm going to frame this and put this in my bedroom, and I don't know where I'm going to frame this. But it's going... Visions? Yo, Visions, there he is. Visions, this was too good to pass up. Even though Yakov won the meme contest, this is probably one of my favorite memes. So it must go in a frame, and it must go on the wall, right? Must go on the wall. So... But I love this. Look at this. She said she painted a picture. She painted this in digital art. I don't know what that is. I guess it's like a painting program that you can, instead of like painting on a canvas, you can paint in the computer. And she said, Fears, send me a selfie. And I said, okay. So I just went like that, sent it to her. And I trusted her, not to give out my number and stuff. So I sent her a selfie. Couple weeks later, she gives me this. So I'm going to frame this, and I'm probably going to put this right by either my dad or because my dad really loved Fears Man. So I thought about putting it near my dad or putting it by my Michael Myers sculpture in my room. But it's going in a frame. So big shout out to Visions for making this. Visions, I may put this in my coffee section in the nerd kitchen, and I'll show you where. Let me disconnect my computer. This is where I'm thinking. I'm just spitballing ideas, but we'll see. So I thought about here. Let me just bring the computer over. So I thought about here. Let me turn this around. So I'm gonna put it in a frame. So here's the coffee section. I thought about just putting it in a frame and just putting it above the coffee thing, because the dude inspired all the stickers on the coffee thing, right? But most of my coffee thing is either stickers I bought or stickers that Visions gave me, or those random awesome gem stickers that my friend Stephanie gave me from church camp. Oh, and then the one 18-year-old kid that works at the Shell station that hooked Fears up with the Shell stickers. But mostly it's Lord Visions that hooked me up with all the stickers. So Visions, I love you, buddy. Shouts out to you. So I thought about putting it in a frame, and in honor of Visions, and in honor of Indiana Fears, not Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones, that's old news. Indiana Fears. I'm going to put it in a frame and bam, right there. Bada bing, bada boom. Either there or I thought about maybe there. There, above my YouTube play button, little plaquey thing that I found. I don't know. I'm just spitballing ideas. Candace, that's her name. Thank you, Visions. I appreciate that. Candace, big shout out to you. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that you thought of me. Make that digital art. But do you think Fears would stop there? Do you think Fears would stop at a little photo like this? Hell no! You guys ready for this? Oh yeah, it's on the wall, baby! Massive! Look at that. Look at this. Oh my God. So you got Michael Myers. You got Superman, the inspiration for the Fears Man. You've got Lord Vader. You got the coolest guy in British history, James Bond. The original James Bond. And then you got the second coolest superhero, because he's the first coolest superhero. He's the second coolest superhero. Look at this detail. She painted this. Look at this. So this was one of Fears' errands that I did today. I finally quit beating around the bush. I got it printed off. I mean, look at the detail. Look at all the stars. And it looks like me. She said, Fears, take a selfie. I took a selfie, and she made this out of nothing. This is amazing. I got the best fans in the world. I swear to God. I have the best fans. I mean, look at the detail on his costume. That's her signature. So Candace, big shout out to you, but it is finally on the wall. Oh my Lord. So that was another big surprise that I had for you guys. You know what, Visions? It was so big, it almost didn't fit. I tried to put it over there. It did not fit. There was more room on this side. That's why it's on that side. So I'm just waiting for Candace to make a cartoon version of just normal John Fears. And when she creates normal John Fears in a cartoon format, it's going right here. Oh, yeah. And my neighbors probably heard that banging. I apologize, but see, Lord Fears. Look at that. Look at that gem in the background. Oh my God. Amazing. Amazing. So big shout out to Candace. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my God. Oh my God. Listen, it was worth the $64 that I paid. I'm just joking. It wasn't $64. Yeah, I think it was, well, it was $5 for the poster, and I think it was $20 for the frame, so $25. I'm just joking. I just wanted to see you guys flip out. $64? What the hell are you talking about, Fears? No, I'm just joking. It wasn't $64. So anyway, so I got 2 versions of it, Visions, and everybody else. Big shout out to Pretend Stories. Big shout out to Larry. What's up? So this little one, I think I'm going to put in a little 4x6 frame, and I'm thinking I'm going to put it by my dad. I'm going to add more to my dad's shrine, because my mom finally sent me a photo. I said, Mom, I got a very simple request before I come to visit you. And I said, just take a picture of Enzo. I said, one, I want a picture of Enzo on the wall. I said, and then I said, I'm going to make a duplicate of that photo and put one near Dad. I said, because Dad loved Enzo. So I said, I'm going to have one of Enzo on the wall for me. I'll have one with Dad. My dad loved Fears Man. He thought it was one of the coolest things I ever created. And my dad got to have a cameo in it. I based Kenneth Clark's dad on my dad, because he's my dad. And so my dad's like, before my dad died, Visions, remember I told you that story? My dad's like, I want you to do something for me. And I said, anything, Dad. And he was like, do not give up on your dreams. He's like, keep doing your videos, keep doing your cartoon. And that meant a lot to me. But I don't remember exactly what he said, but he said it in his own way. He was like, don't give up on your dreams, passions. He goes, do not stop filming. And I said, well, that'll never happen, Dad. And he goes, okay, good. And I went, all right, rock on. So I'm thinking about putting this by my dad. And then, like I said, I'm probably going to put, where the hell did the photo go? The Indiana Jones one. Did I leave it over there? I did leave it over there. Give me 1 second. Well, where the hell is it? Ah! Where the hell was the Indiana Fears photo? Oh, God, don't tell me I lost it already. Oh, there it is. I could have said on my Fears, you fucking lost it. All right, this, like I said, Visions, it's going in a frame, regardless. But I think I'm going to put that in my coffee station. If I find a better spot for it, I'll let you know, buddy. But yeah, Indiana Fears. Getting that lost Pinhead gem. Fucking Pinhead, hilarious. That's what made me laugh the most, Visions. You know, trying to grab a little, like... I love it that you took a photo from my very first convention. My very first convention, I saw this, like, shark, this amazing Jaws, like, bust. I guess it was a statue/bust, and it had Jaws, like, kind of going like that. And so I took it, and I was like that. And he took my face, removed Harrison. Nothing against Harrison. He's a great actor, but tell me you wouldn't want to see this film. Tell me you would not want to see this film. I'm just saying. Anyway, so I got that. So I knew you guys would like this, but I thought, oh, you know what? I said right before I get into like all the Walmart haul and talk about Indiana Jones stuff, I said I'll ease into it. I said I'll give him a little gem. I said, yeah, guys, you know what? So I pulled a funny on you guys. I was like, hey, Vision. I'm like, I'll start off slow. I'm like, yeah, I just got this little photo. You know, Vision's the man. You know, awesome. And then, yeah, Candace, you rock. I'm gonna put this by my dad. And then that was gonna be the end. And then I went, oh, wait a minute, guys. I've got another gem for you. And then everyone's like, well, what fucking gem, Fears? What? And then I'm like, oh, well, then just casually just look over here. Oh, yes. Visions, what was going through your mind? I mean, I saw your comment. You're like, oh, wow. Oh, wow is right. I got the biggest poster you can possibly get at Walmart. What was it? Hang on. I have it. Hang on. Where's the paper? It's 23 by something. 23 by... I think it's 23 by 26. That's the biggest poster that they had at Walmart available. Yeah, buddy. And why? Because Fierce Man deserves that. Absolutely. Anyway, so I'm going to put these away so they don't get messed up. I forgot to buy 4x6 frames, so tomorrow, buddy, before I go see The Flash tomorrow, I'm going to go buy some 4x6s. That's right. So, by the way, that's another update. See, I was going to see The Flash today, but I had so many errands, and I took a nap after work. Work was fucking crazy. Oh, my God. Visions, I'll get into that in a minute. Oh, my God. I'm telling you, these late nights are killing fears, but I'm making lots of moolah. So, that's good. I'm losing sleep, but making lots of moolah. That's just more money for the fucking Exhumed Visions trip. Ha 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 ha! That's what I'm talking about. Hey, you guys! And then fucking Sloth. Remember Sloth Visions at the end? Oh! Oh! Fucking Sloth. And then Brand starts screaming. And then you see the fucking pirate ship at the end just sail off into the fucking sunset, you know, on the lake. That's how I'm going to end the Exhumed Visions trip. I'm going to stand on that fucking rock, and I'm going to give Visions the camera, and we're going to find that rock, Visions, and then I'm going to get on that fucking rock and be like, ah! And then I'm going to cut in. I'm going to find the Goonies ship on the internet, like that little fucking end video clip. So you're just going to see Fears at the end. I'll have Visions film me, and Visions can get in the scene if he wants to, if Visions wants to scream his head off. I don't know if he would want to, but there you are. So picture this, Visions. I'm on the rock. Ah! You know, like fucking Brand did. And then all of a sudden it just cuts to the old video footage. Like, I'm going to try to find, like, a real shit quality, like, VHS clip of it on YouTube. And then just have the fucking Goonies ship sail off into the fucking sunset. And then that's the end of the Exhumed Visions trip. Yeah, buddy. All right. On to more important matters. Because we can talk about the Exhumed Visions trip all next year. I can go on for days about that. Big shout out to Randy. I'm rocking the Randy mug tonight. That's right. And if you want your own version of the Randy mug, don't worry, Vision. I still got Randy's over there. Randy just hasn't came over in a gang of time. I'm like, Randy, your mug is here waiting for you. It's still there. It's waiting for Randy. It's still got the stickers in there, all the stuff that you gave him. So it's there. It's there. Randy keeps saying, all right, yeah, I'll come over, Fierce. I'm like, then come over, Randy. I'm like, the mug awaits. The mug awaits. So there it is. If he doesn't come over soon, then the next time I go visit Randy, I'm just going to take it to Randy and drop it off, you know? Anyway, I'll be like, Randy, this mug's been sitting on my floor for 6 months. Visions wants you to have it. Bada bing, bada boom, here you go. So yeah. Anyway, if you want your own Randy mug, go to www.exhumedvisions.com. He'll make you one. Just email him. There you are. All right, let me get to some comments here. But anyway, Candace, big shout out to Candace for making that amazing Fears Man art. I mean, that's probably one of the best. Well, there's 3 drawings of Fears Man that I love. The drawing that Debbie made of Fears Man, you know, for the Tommy NC 2010 cartoon, which is finally out. And I told Tommy, as soon as I get back from my trip, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy part 1 and part 2. And I'll probably buy 2 copies of it. One to put on my bookshelf, and then I'm going to turn a page over on the second one of Fears Man and put that in a frame and then mount it to the wall. Oh, yeah. So that's coming soon. So that's another update. Anyway, so yeah, it was a crazy day today. So let's get into this. But I'm gonna get into my day. But I'm gonna catch up with the comments. So anyway, first I'm gonna turn on the. It's so fucking hot out there, so it's hot in here. I love AC, but there's not enough AC. I need to turn on my fan. Just give me 1 second. These are the times that I hate living in Florida. It's so, like, muggy. Ugh. Muggy. Being muggy is like the worst feeling in the world. it's like you're half cold, you're half hot, and your shirt like sticks to your neck, and it's just not good. Oh, there it is. Here comes that wind. There we go. All right, now I'm ready to rock and roll. All right. So anyway, let me get to some comments, and then, but first, I'm going to thank two very important people. Candace, you did an amazing job on that cartoon, that artwork. It's on the wall. As soon as you get the drawing of just normal John Fears, you can either make one with my favorite hat on or not with my favorite hat on. Doesn't make a difference. As soon as you make that, I'm going to get another poster that's going on the wall. So Candace, big shout out to you. Thanks for being a good friend and thanks for being a good fan. And Visions, thank you so much for making Indiana Fears. Indiana fucking Fears. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. So I texted that photo to my brother, and my brother's like, what the hell is this? And I was like, what do you mean what the hell it is? And he's like, well, what am I looking at? I'm like, you're looking at Indiana Fears. That's what you're fucking looking at. And then my brother's like, Fears, where the hell do you get all this crap? I'm like, oh, that's not crap. And he's like, what? He goes, did one of your fans make that for you? And I went, oh, yeah. And he went, oh. And then my brother went, oh, man. He goes, your fans are creative. And I'm like, aren't they? And he goes, I like that. He goes, for a minute, I didn't know what the hell I was looking at. And I said, do you like it? And he goes, oh, I love it. And then my brother caught on, Vision. He's like, don't you hate Pinhead Fears? I'm like, oh, yeah, with a passion. I'm like, but that's why it's a meme photo. And then my brother just sent like 4 texts, LOL, LOL, LOL. I showed him the picture of Fears Man. Nothing against Visions, but my brother liked the digital painting of Fears Man just a little bit better. But my brother's like, I like them both, but he goes, Fears, you're way more into Fears Man than Indiana Jones. And I was like, I like them both equally, but I said, I did create Fears Man. I said, somebody else created Indiana Jones, so I said, I can't take that credit, so yeah. Anyway, let's continue on. But big shout out to Candace and Visions. Pretend Story says, dude, take out your trash. I know. I've been lazy, buddy. Look at this trash. Look at this trash. Look at that. Overflowing. Right now, my ADD and my OCD is kicking in, so the minute I get done with this stream, I'm taking that fucking trash out. Because I can't live in filth. You know me, buddy. I was going to change it this morning, but I had so many errands to do, so Pretend Stories, I promise I will get to it. By the time I go to sleep, that will be changed, because, gross. You know me. I live in cleanliness. Anyway. Let's see. Larry says, Vision is such a good mod. He is a good mod. And then Larry says, you guys are an awesome team. I wouldn't say me and Visions are a team. I'd say me and Visions have a good friendship. Because I'd much rather be Visions' friend than to be on a team. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that me and Visions are friends. He's a good guy. Good guy, good fan, good friend. But I was telling Randall this. I'm like, Randall, I don't even consider Visions and Pixel like fans anymore. They're friends that love my content. You know? Because Visions has went above and beyond, the course of duty as a fan. So, and I remember Visions about a year ago or 2 years ago, I gave you the title, So Far Visions. Nobody's been able to out-top Visions. Ever. When it comes to the fandom. Maybe if I open up a P.O. box, then we'll see if anyone can out-top him. I doubt it. But, we'll see. Anyway. Vision says, you're doing a great job commenting, Larry. You are. Everyone does a good job. Joy Boy says, wait, your dad told you to stop doing videos? No. No, Joy Boy, he said, don't stop making your videos. Don't stop making your videos. And he said, don't stop making Fears Man, because my dad loves Fears Man. So, yeah. So, anyway. Well, I appreciate that, Joy Boy. Joy Boy says, shout out to Fears Senior. What's up, Dad? The fans are saying hi. Good evening, Joy Boy. Let's see. Larry says, you've been practicing your axe throwing? There's a tournament next week. I did not know there was a tournament next week. I had no idea, but that sounds interesting. You know what? Fears is a natural at axe throwing. You guys saw from the vlogs. I don't need practice! Bullseye upon bullseye upon bullseye upon bullseye, motherfucker. Actually, no, I haven't been practicing. I should, Larry. I really should. I really should practice, but no, it's just been work, edit. Planning trip. Tomorrow I'm buying my tickets. I'm determined to find a deal online tomorrow. So I'm going to buy my tickets tomorrow at the latest after church on Sunday. So yeah, I do all that stuff way in advance. So yeah. Anyway. Yakov goes, yo. Oh, Yakov, I think, listen, shh, mum's the word. Mum's the word. I think Heroes would be kind of upset that you're stealing his catchphrase. Oh, well, let's just steal it. Yo. No, well, actually, I'm not stealing it. I'm borrowing it. There it is. Yaakov says, I'm at Genesis chapter 25 on my second read through. Oh, not, so you're on read 2. Well, Yaakov, I don't know if you saw this, but I was telling everybody the other day, there's 2 types of plane trips when you go when you go on a trip. I'm still we haven't. You came at a very good time, Yakov, because I haven't gotten to any of the topics yet. I'm still doing my updates. There's 2 types of trips. Either the plane is going to be filled half and it'll be semi-quiet so you can get a little nap in, or it is going to be filled to the brim and I won't get any sleep, and so I bring something to read. So I brought you know what? I'll have to show it later, Yakov. I put the reading material on my bookshelf way in my room. I don't want to leave the stream. So yeah. Vision says, when is the trip? The trip is in July, Visions. And oh man, I've got lots of stuff planned. I'm not going to tell the fans yet when I'm going, but I'll let you guys know. Speaking of Visions and Yakov, that's right. I mailed the dude, Yakov's, and Visions meme presents today. So I got off of work, slept for like 2 or 3 hours, woke up at around 11:45, took a shower, ate a light lunch, and then I filmed a mini vlog of me assembling, because I can't tell the extra, because the trolls, they're just waiting for Fears to foul up and ruin the surprise. I felt bad that they ruined Yakov's surprise, so I already showed you guys the stuff that they ruined. So I showed the 2 gift cards. 1 gift card is going to go to the dude, 1 gift card is going to go to Yakov, and then I'm sorry, one gift card is going to go to Visions, 1 to the dude, and then Yakov gets the Stormtrooper. So they ruined that. I thought, oh, okay, well, they think they've out-topped me. Well, fuck you, motherfuckers. I'm like, you're not going to out-top Fears, because I'm a lot smarter than them. 90 times over, 90 billion times over, I'm 155 steps ahead of them always, you know. They think they're smart. Not really. Not really. They think they are, but not really. I laugh at their patheticness. Anyway, so I thought, oh, well, I got to throw in some extra gems. So I haven't said 1 gem. I'll give you a little teaser, though, Visions. I'll tell you guys 1 gem. So I filmed myself putting all the gems together, and I said, this is what Yakov gets. This is what Visions gets. This is what the dude gets. So yeah. So, but I cannot do that vlog for another 20 days, because when I was at the post office, Yakov, I said, you know what? I said I got to come clean. I said I've never mailed anything internationally. And they went, oh, really? I said, no. I said, normally, if my mom mailed something to England, my mom did it. And she goes, oh, what are you mailing? I said, I'm mailing a contest prize to one of my YouTubers. I said, and he lives in Canada. So she started asking me all these outlandish questions, Yakov. She goes, which one's internationally? I went, oh, that one. And she goes, well, where are these 2 going? I said, well, this one's going to California. I said, that's where the dude lives. And then I said, my friend Visions lives in Washington, close to Portland. And then she went, oh, these are fine. And I said, oh, okay, good. I said, well, what do I have to do for the Canada one? She goes, oh, you have to fill out all these forms, and I have to ask you all these, like, questions. And I was like, oh, okay. And I'm not even kidding, Yakov. So these were some of the questions. She goes, so you're not, she goes, nothing, no weapons are in this box, right? No knives, no guns. And I'm thinking to myself, oh yeah, I'm going to mail Yakov a gun. And I went, no. She goes, any liquids, any chemical explosions? And I'm like, no. And I'm thinking, what if someone actually sent that? Are they really going to go, yep, there's a chemical explosion in this fucking box, lady. Yep, right on. So, but I answered her questions even though they were dumb. I'm not saying she was dumb. I'm saying the questions were dumb. I'm like, no chemical explosions, no, nothing. I said, and then she goes, so what is in here? She goes, I have to know what's in here. And then I said, well, there's a stormtrooper, and then yada, 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 because I can't say what it is because I want it to be a surprise. And then she went, oh, she goes, oh, that stuff's fine. And she's like, oh, so you're a YouTuber? And I said, yep. I said, I had a meme contest. And then she was kind of an older lady, so she didn't know what that was. She goes, so I said, oh, you don't know what a meme is? She goes, I know what a meme is, but she goes, I'm not that old. I went, oh, okay. I'm like, I didn't say that you were that old. And then she said, so what's a meme contest? I said, well, basically, I just wrote to my fans and said, I want the most hilarious, outlandish, going nuts, going ballistic meme photo of either me in a movie or me doing something fucking hilarious or God knows what. And then she goes, so who won? I said, the guy in Canada won. And then she said, oh, what did he do? I said, well, he put me as a little short doctor out of Voyager. And she went, oh, okay. She's like, yeah, that's funny. And then she's like, what do the other two do? And then I went and told her. But the questions were hilarious, Yakov. But I cannot upload that vlog for another 20 days. Because I looked at it and said, well, I've never sent anything international. I said, how long does a package usually take for international? She goes, well, if it's Canada and you live in Florida, she goes, anywhere from 15 to 20 days. And I'm like, 15 to 20 days? And she goes, yeah. She goes, unfortunately, it's going to take that long. I went, well, why? And then she went, well, it's another country. I'm like, yeah, it's another country. I'm like, it's just right above us. I'm like, it's not fucking like Africa, like ages, like halfway across the world. You know, I didn't say it like that, but I said it nicer. She goes, that's just how it works. And I went, okay. So, Yakov, you will be getting it in 15 to 20 days. I said, well, what about the California and Washington one? She goes, that one's fine. She goes, that'll take 3-4 days, and it'll get there lickety-split. So the dude and Visions, you can expect your things by next Wednesday, next Thursday-ish. But Yakov's going to have to wait 15, 20 days. So, there it is. All right. Vision says, when is the trip? It's in July. It's in July. Anyway. Rezi, I did hear about, I heard about Rezi. I think a family member passed away. So, Rezi, I'm sorry for your loss. I've lost a family member. I know what people go through. Visions has lost his dad, just like how I've lost my dad. We understand. So, big shout out to Rezi. Big shout out to Rezi. Anyway, so I'll give you one gem, Visions and Yakov, and then you can tell the dude. And I'm telling you this one gem because it's very personal. So you guys can show everything else to the Discord except for this. So each contest winner, I wrote a personalized letter. And I put the letter, in the box. So I wrote a very personal letter to Visions. I wrote a very personal letter to the dude. And I wrote a very personal letter to Yakov. So I would appreciate you guys not showing that to the Discord because it's my meaningful words just to you. It's for your eyes and for your eyes only. But everything else you guys can show. But that's all you get. Shh, mum's the word. Everything else, I hope you guys enjoy. I threw in some little extra goodies, as I call them, because Visions is always throwing in goodies. So I throw in, and I try to be fair for every contest winner. If I threw in like 2 extra goodies for Visions, the only thing I put in extra is Visions has went above and beyond. So I put 1 extra thing in that the other 2 didn't. Just to show Visions how much I appreciate all of his friendship and all of his fandom. So yeah. So you guys can expect it very, very soon. So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And like I said, I'll probably do another contest. I don't know about another meme contest. It can't be the same contest. It's got to be something else. Randall gave me the idea. He said, Fierce, in about 5 to 6 months, you should do another contest pick a new thing that they have to create, and then pick a new prize. And I went, very good idea, Randall. I said, what should they create? And he's like, Fears, you're the master of Fears, man. Have them draw their own version of Fears, man. I went, oh, that's a good idea, Randall. And he went, oh yeah. He goes, I've drawn a version of Fears, man. He goes, now Debbie has drawn her version of Fears, man, and it's going in the Tommy NC 2010 comic book. And I went, very true. So I'm like, I'll have the fans do their version. So I'm thinking that's going to be the next contest. Whoever draws the best version of Fears Man will get a prize. I don't know the prize yet. But it'll be something like how I did. Like, third place winner will probably get a gift card of some kind. I thought about maybe doing a BK Lounge. Because Fears loves the BK Lounge. I thought that would be like a third prize. And then second prize would be maybe, instead of another gift card, maybe like an action figure of their choosing, and then like maybe the first winner will get like $50 from Fears. You gotta switch up the prizes. So since it's Fears Man, I'll ante up the prizes. Something like that. When I get it all together in like 5 or 6 months, then we'll let you know. Anyway, big update. Let me go grab the paper because I forgot to grab it. I've got some very exciting news, guys. I told you. Lots of updates before we start the actual topics. So let me go grab something. You guys are going to be very excited about this. Or I hope so. Give me 1 second. All right. So I'm about 95% positive I'm going to do this. So, I know a bunch of fans have been wanting to send me stuff over the years. And I've been kind of toying with, should I open up a P.O. box? Should I not open up a P.O. box? I said, will people obey the rules? Will the trolls just take over and go fucking goddamn nuts with it? I hope not. But when I was at the post office, I said, can you just give me a ballpark range on how much it is to open up a P.O. box? And they said, well, it depends. They said, if you do a small one, it's not that bad. They said, the bigger they get, the more money you have to pay each year. And I said, what's the smallest one? And she gave me this piece of paper. So for 12 months, for the small box, it's $172. For the medium one, it's $240, and then for the big box, it's $251. So if I do open one, which I think I am, because I never thought it would be that cheap, $172 a year, that's not too bad. So, and then Randy was like, well, Fears, why don't you open it up for a year, see how it goes, and if people obey the rules, because I'm gonna make a video about it, and I'll post the P.O. box address in the video, so you guys can have it. And then I'm going to make it with Randall, and Randall's like, oh, Fears, I definitely think you should set some rules. And I was like, oh, Randall, trust me, I'm going to set some rules. And I said, if the rules are not obeyed, then I will shut that shit down as quick as I opened it. So, yeah. I know the idiot trolls, they're gonna try and pull some shit, but I'm telling you, they will be wasting their time, because one of the rules is, if you send me troll mail, if you send me troll packages, they will never see the light of day on camera. What you will see is Fears going over to that burn pit and lighting it on fire, or stepping on it, or crushing it, or throwing it in that goddamn lake. That's what you'll see if they send me. So you'll be wasting your money, you'll be wasting your time. I will only read and open up, and I don't even want people to send me packages. I'm sure a fan will. I really just want fan letters, and I'll read the fan letters, and I'll open stuff up on camera, and I'll do like a Mailbox Monday, kind of like what Tommy does. So we'll see. But I'm 95% positive. So as soon as I get back from my trip, probably a month or two later, look forward to a update video, and I'll be like, yo, it's Fears. I'm opening up a P.O. box. Here's the P.O. box address. Schnunk. And there it will. So we'll see how it goes. I'm taking Vision's advice. Vision said, well, Fears, you never know until you try. because that's been eating away at me. Like, should I open up a merch store? Should I open up a P.O. box? Let's start with a P.O. box first. And if it goes well, then we'll do a merch store. So, because you never know until you try. So, I'm very excited about this. I am also a little nervous because God knows what the trolls will send. God knows. And then the lady said exactly what Vision said. She goes, if you want to save some money, she goes, get the smallest one. She goes, if like your fans send you a big package, she goes, obviously we can't put it in that small little hole. We'll just put it in the back and just say, hey, do you have any packages for me? Oh, let me go check. What's your name? Fears, John Fears. Oh, yes, yeah, we got something in the back. Bada bing, bada boom, here you go. And I'm like, okay, cool. So the lady was like, so you don't need to get a large box. You don't need to get a medium box. I went, oh, that's cool. I'm like, I'll just get the smallest box possible. And then she's like, yeah, she goes, trust me, she goes, that can hold a lot of stuff for a while. She goes, we have other YouTubers that come in here. She goes, and one YouTuber, he checks monthly and it hardly ever gets filled. She goes, it gets filled up with letters and stuff like that, but she goes, he maybe gets one or two big packages a month. I'm like, okay, that's cool. She goes, but he gets shitloads of letters. And I went, oh, okay. I'm like, that's cool. So she's like, so you're not the only YouTuber in the area that does this. And I said, what's his name? She goes, oh, well, fortunately, she goes, I can't give his name. I said, yeah. I said, fair enough. So yeah, if you get the small one, they hold packages behind the counter for you. There's no need for the large one unless you're unable to. Yep, exactly. Maybe if you open up the merch store first, it would help pay for the P.O. box. Very true. Very true. Very true. But one step at a time, Visions, because I am still afraid about the merch store. I'm taking a big risk opening up the P.O. box. We'll see. But it's only $172 for 12 months. That is not bad. I thought it was going to be, another reason why I didn't open up is I thought it was going to be shitloads of money, like $350, $400, and I was like, because I've never opened up a P.O. box. And I was like, oh, God, it's going to be a big-ass hassle. It's going to be $400 a year. I'm like, fuck all that noise. I'm like, $172 is nothing. I make that at work in like an hour or two, So, yeah, not too bad. Not too shabby at all. So, like I said, in about 2 or 3 months, me and Randall are going to roll out a P.O. Box rules video, or I'll make it myself. And it'll be funny, it'll be entertaining, but I will debut the rules. And, again, listen up, you trolls. If you do not follow the rules, your video, your package, your letter, whatever the hell you send me, will never see the light of day. You'll see me destroying it. Or not even that. I won't even give you the time of day and put it on camera, I'll film me maybe throwing it into the dumpster or something, I only want good, positive fans to send me good, positive stuff, because my channel is all about good times, good tunes, good content, good vibes, all that good stuff. Double thumbs up. So, yeah. So, I'm excited, but I'm nervous. Because you never know with these idiots. You never know with these idiots. Because every time I think, like, oh, well, they can't out-top that. Oh, yeah, Fears will check this out. All of a sudden, a fucking curveball comes, and I'm like, oh, fucking shit. They never cease to surprise me. So, there it is. I just picture, like, I'm opening up, like, a box. I'm like, hey, guys, what's this? And all of a sudden, it's, like, someone's, grandma's dead head in there. I'm like, oh, what the fuck is this, So no body parts. Don't send me blood. Don't send me urine. Don't send me feces. Glitter bombs, all that fucking bullshit, That would just be creepy. Creepy as hell. Blu-rays. You can send me some Blu-rays. I'm just joking. I'm just playing around. I'm just playing. All right. But we'll see. Oh, yeah. Oh, listen, Larry. I will definitely pre-open the packages. Listen, because a lot of these idiots have threatened my life. Oh, yeah. I will pre-open the box, and I'll have a little look-see in. And if it's okay, then I'll put it on camera. If it's not okay, then I won't put it on camera. But, oh, yeah. Well, that's just a safety factor. You have to pre-open everything. And even I'll pre-open the letters, and if I see something crazy written in a letter, like a death threat or I'm gonna kill your mother fears or some crazy shit like that, I won't read it on camera. So yeah. But on a good note, I'm hoping for all good things. I'm sure every once in a while there'll be some dumb shit, but for the most part, I think it'll be good. I'm hoping. Knocking on wood. I don't want to jinx myself. So yeah. So I look forward to that in about 2 or 3 months. All right, what else is going on? Oh, I was supposed to hang out with Jeff today. So Jeff rings me up. I forgot to tell you guys this. So after I got done with all my errands, I got done at around 1, 2 in the afternoon. I thought, all right, well, I need to come home, take a shower because it was super hot outside. So this is the second outfit I've worn today because the first outfit I was out and about doing my errands with, it was drenched. And then I put this on and I filmed a little bit in this new one. And I said, hey, Jeff, I said, I'm sorry I'm getting a late start. I said, I didn't get out of work until 10. I said, it was a crazy night last night. I'll get into that in just a second, guys. And he went, yeah, he goes, Fears, he goes, to tell you the truth, he goes, I woke up at like 9:50. I should have got up like 7 or 8. He goes, so I'm just kind of moseying around. I said, well, I've got some errands to do, buddy. I said, I should be done around 1, 2-ish. I said, and I'll be on the way to your house. And he's like, Fears, he goes, I'll be honest. He goes, I'm kind of groggy. And he goes, my wife has planned a whole weekend extravaganza for Father's Day. He goes, we may have to do this on another day. And he goes, plus, Fears, he goes, the man cave is not ready. I thought it was ready, but then the nervousness of me being on camera and debuting my nerd cave got to me. And so he goes, I just started pulling shit out of the closet, setting more stuff up, taking stuff down, putting this up. And so he's like, can you give me some more time to like debut the whole nerd cave? I was like, take as much time as you need, buddy. I'm like, I'm gonna make it an epic room tour. And he's like, yeah, Fears. He goes, it's definitely not up to my standards yet. He goes, I can do better. And I went, all right. I'm like, that's cool. I'm like, do better. And he goes, Fears, I'll tell you what. He goes, go on your vacation, have fun with your family and your friends in Missouri, and when you come back, he goes, then that should give me more than enough time, and then we'll rock and roll. I went, all right, cool, sounds good. So we're going to do it probably either the second weekend I'm back or the third weekend. He said, I'll call you, Fears, I'll let you know. And he goes, you're just going to miss one hell of a convention, man. I said, oh, yeah, Jeff. I said, I'm going to miss what is it? Which one am I missing? Oh, one of my favorites, the Tampa Toy Con. He goes, yeah, man. He goes, usually, like, a lot of people show up. I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm like, remember last year, 40,000 people showed up? He went, yeah, Fears, that's what I'm talking about. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, but unfortunately, I said, my family means more to me than a toy convention. But I said, I wish I could do both. I wish you could wait until I get back and then do it. He goes, but I know you've got a schedule to keep, So, anyway, I will miss that convention because I've gone to it every single year since I've been down here. But family comes first, family and friends. I did talk to my mom today. Grandma's feeling a little bit better. She's eating more because my aunt and my mom were getting really scared. She was like just skin and bone visions, and I was starting to freak out. I was really starting to freak out because I'm like, oh God, I'm like, I lost my dad last September. I'm like, I don't want to lose Grandma. I mean, I know at some point I'm going to lose my grandma because she's 90 something, So I'm like, but I just want a couple more years more with my grandma. I don't think that's unreasonable. So, but my mom said she's starting to eat more, and she's starting to get more energy. So I'm like, oh, that's good. I said, Mom, how are you holding up? I said, are you going to go visit Dad on Sunday for Father's Day? And she went, oh, yeah. She goes, I'm going to bring some goodies and decorate, his tombstone like I always do. I said, do me a favor. I said, send me a picture so I can Instagram it on Father's Day. My mom's like, oh, absolutely. So my dad will make a debut. Well, not a debut. My dad will make a cameo on my Instagram on Sunday. So that'll be fucking cool. That'll be good. That'll be cool. I do miss him a lot. I miss him so much. My dad, he just wasn't a great dad. He was the best dad. I miss him a lot. All right, time for the Walmart haul. All right, here we go. That's all the updates. Sorry. There was a lot. But they were good updates. I think, Visions, you have to admit, I think the best surprise was teasing you guys with these photos, right? I start the show, I kind of ease in, I'm like, oh, hey, guys, check it out, in Indiana Fears, balling, losing it, and then I'm like, hey, guys, check it out, Fears, man, but then, bump, then I get you, then I'm like, oh, hey, guys, just go ahead and casually look over here, oh, yeah, look over here, oh, yeah, Fears, man, on the wall, and he will always remain on the wall. He's great. He's over there. He's like looking at Fears. He's like, yeah, Fears, without you, I would never exist. And I was like, damn right. And then I was like, well, actually, I'm like, it's a combination of without my kindergarten teacher, because if she wouldn't have made up that little project, and then if Fears wouldn't have thought of it, you would never exist. And then I kept adding layers to the character. Visions, you've said this before. You said, Fears, whenever Fears Man makes it to the big screen, he goes, me and my lady will be in the audience cheering you on. And I was like, fuck yeah. Oh my God, I would make my dad so proud. I would die a happy man just to hear the Fears Man theme song and either have me or a younger guy, because if it ever gets to the big screen, Fears may be too old to play the character, but I'll get some young guy that looks almost exactly like me, and maybe I'll play like Fears Man's like father, like Will L or some shit, because I named, Jarrell, I took my dad's middle name, William, and it's Will L, just to see Fears Man on camera, flying through space. Oh, God. On the big screen, I would die a happy man. Will it ever happen? I hope so. But if it doesn't, at least we got the cartoons. What's up, heroes? What's up? Heroes, are you ready for this? Remember this? Before we do the Walmart haul, you came at a very good time, buddy, because I was about to start all the topics. But I got to show you something, heroes. Remember this? Remember Candace? My friend and my new fan, she did this digital painting of Fears Man. Well, kindly look over here. Shh. Schnunk! Oh, yeah. Look at that, buddy. A massive poster of Fears Man. Right by the three other most important people in Fears' life. Fucking James Bond. Fucking Michael Myers and fucking Lord Vader. It's not Vader. It's Lord Vader. That's pretty fucking cool, right, heroes? Like, look, heroes, you can have your DC and Marvel shit, but nothing compares to the Fears Man. Captain America, up your ass. Iron Man, look, you can have all the money in the world. Fears will knock you out in 2 seconds with one of his toxic farts. That's right. Fears Man is the ultimate hero, Fears Man will take a villain out with his epic, super bad breath. Burp right in his face, and then the fucking toxic fumes will go up his nose, and then he'll his brain will turn into mush. That's right. It's gonna be great. Oh, Lord. I just wanted to show you that gem, buddy. It's finally on the wall. Oh, I can't. It's fucking great. It's hilarious. It's been a good day. It's been a really good day. All right, time for the Walmart haul. I'm definitely taking this. I keep finding these awesome shirts, Visions, for the trip. So I'm gonna have enough clothes for the trip. You guys know how much I love Jaws. Oh man. Smile, you son of a bitch. And then Jaws is like, yeah, whatever. You're not going to kill me. I'm fucking Jaws. And he's like, oh, yeah? You think so? Well, remember that tank you're chewing on? Blow up. And then all of a sudden he blows fucking Jaws' head off to fucking goddamn smithereens. Look at this. Yeah, buddy. Check that out. It says like Maui and Miami on it, but it's all about... This is Jaws 1, and then This is Jaws 2. I know they look the same, but very slight alter. So, yeah. Pretty cool. I saw it, and this was only, how much was this? $14. But they size it down. Normally, a shirt like this at Walmart, you're looking at like $20, $25, and I'm like, shh. But 14, I'm like, right on. Getting on those deals. All right. If this doesn't get the ladies' engine going, I don't know what will. That's right. Fear's got some new boxers for the trip. Ladies, shh, this is only for you. So men, turn away. That's right. Light those candles. Get those sexy, juices flowing. Vision's girlfriend's hot sister. Pay attention. Pay attention. I'm sorry that I made fun of your red hair, but let's get this sexiness going. Come on. Dun 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 dun. All right, you ready for this? Oh, I know you are. Oh, you're ready. Mario underwear. Mario underwear. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Check this out. Visions, this is where Fear's, my inner child on this next gem, my inner child is afloating. Fear, you guys know, Fears has always loved Disney ever since I was, oh man, when did my mom and my dad first take me? There's a picture of me in a stroller. I'm about 4, 5. Mickey scared the absolute bejesus out of me. So there's 2 photos. I'm sorry, 3 photos. There's one where I'm in a stroller and I'm licking a. That's when I could eat ice cream. You know those amazing like Mickey ice cream bars that God I can't have anymore. They look so good. So whenever I'm at the parks, I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch. I'm like, you can have it, but I can't have it. But they can have it, but I can't have it. Because if I have it, in about 3 hours, I'll be shitting my ass off. I don't mean to curse, but that's what would happen. Anyway, when I was a kid, I could eat the ice cream. So there's a picture of that. Then there's another picture where Mickey just comes out of nowhere, and then I'm literally like, ah! Like, because he scared the crap out of me. And then after I cried it out for a couple of minutes, then I was happy again. And then there's another picture of me standing with Mickey, and I'm smiling. But I'm red in the face because I had just finished crying. But I was happy. And my mom and my dad calmed me down, and they're like, no, Mickey's a good guy. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then the 4th picture is, oh, and Visions, you're going to love this. It looks total 80s. Hilarious. My dad has these skin-tight, super high-cut shorts. Like 80s shorts. I mean, they weren't like, I'm telling you, man, they weren't like this. Like long. They were like to here, man. Like here up. And I'm like, I mean, that's just how they rocked it in the 80s. And there's a picture of my dad in these 80 clothes. I'm standing by the stroller. My mom's standing by my dad. My brother hadn't been born yet. And we're in front of the big, what is it? The Epcot ball. I don't know if... Visions, I never asked. Have you and your family or you and your girl ever been to the parks? Let me know, buddy. If you haven't, then, oh, buddy, you're missing out. You need to get to the parks. The parks are amazing. And you guys should know this because Fears, when I did work at Disney, I was Disney vlogging away. But this is where my inner child comes in. One of my favorite rides. It's not my favorite ride. You guys know my favorite ride. My favorite ride is, without a doubt. Well, so far, I haven't done Galaxy's Edge yet. Maybe it'll change whenever I go to Galaxy's Edge. So we'll see. One of these days, I'm telling you, Larry, I'm going to hit Galaxy's Edge. Because Sam was like, Fears, we need to do something epic for your birthday. Turning 40. And I was like, oh, yeah. I'm like, don't remind me, buddy. Gray hairs, no lady. Haven't had kids yet. And he's like, Fears, all in good time. I'm like, dude, I'm fucking 40. No! He's like, Fears, it'll happen. And I'm like, I hope so. I'm like, I'm running out of time here. And so he said, well, what do you want to do? And I said, I would love to go to Galaxy's Edge, buddy. Oh, yeah. And then, so I think that's what we're going to do for my 40th birthday. Yeah, buddy. So anyway, this is where my inner child comes in. But I saw it at Walmart. And I have the DVD, so I'm probably going to give the DVD to Randall. That's right, check it out. The Haunted Mansion. good movie, good ride. It's good, but it's not as good as Tower of Terror. It's a good ride. It is a good ride, but it's not as good as Tower of Terror. The sheer fear when you get up, you're like 155 feet up or whatever it is, right, Visions? I don't know if you've ever been. Have you ever been, buddy? You sit in this little cart, and they take you through the hotel, and they tell you about all the murders and all the mysteries, of, oh my gosh, these people stepped into an elevator in 1932, and all of a sudden lightning struck the hotel, and all the lights went haywire, and then all of a sudden, from the 13th floor, schlunk, all the way down, and they plummeted to their death. And so all of a sudden, the elevator breaks off the tracks, goes smashing through a wall, and you're like in the elevator shaft like area, and then all of a sudden you see all these ghosts floating around, and they say you've entered the Twilight Zone, and all of a sudden the elevator thing that you're in, instead of going up and down, moves you forward, and then all of a sudden these doors just open up, and you're like 250 feet in the air, and you can see the entire park. And then they go, you've entered the Twilight Zone. Dun, dun, dun. And then within a few seconds, you go from there, schlunk, all the way down. And you hear millions of people scream their head like one guy was sitting, he's like, oh my fucking God. I'm like, hey, thanks. I've got blood coming out of my eardrums now. Thanks, buddy. But it's always a rush. I haven't done it in a while. But the next time I do it, the video camera will be rolling. That's right. Because they always do the ride differently. Sometimes they drop you just 4 stories, and they said every ride the computer just picks out how many stories you're going to drop. Sometimes it's 13-1, sometimes it's just 13-8, and they said as soon as it's over, then the tram goes back onto the track, it flips you around, and when it flips you around, there's a guy waiting for you going, welcome back, with his shitty acting, and then he says, enter this way into the gift shop, dun, 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 and he does all that, and I'm like, yeah, buddy, get some good acting classes. It's always a rush. It's always good times. So, yeah. So, Visions, if you and your family or Mrs. Vision have not went, you guys need to go, because it is a blast. It is a blast. So, I may watch this tonight. All right. So, that's all the Walmart stuff. All right. Now, let's get on to the Goodwill stuff. All right, so I think you guys remember this show. I actually watched this show by myself and with my dad, as my dad likes Superman, not as much as me, but he did like Superman. And if you guys, this is an old gem. I haven't committed yet though, so I only got season 1. I found season 1 at Goodwill. I thought, you know what? I'm like, I'll watch season 1 because. I'll be honest, when I did watch it back in the day, I didn't watch it all the way through. I only watched an episode here, an episode there, here and there. I think total I maybe watched 10 episodes back in the day, and I liked it. But to do a full commitment, because I think it has like 12 seasons. You know what? Let's have a look. I'll look on the internet without guessing. So I got the first season of Smallville. It's intact. I couldn't believe that it was intact, because normally people at Goodwill, they try to pull a fast one. That's why I always look. Like, you'll get the DVD, and the first time I bought a gem from Goodwill, I was an idiot, and I didn't look in the DVD cover. So I get home to watch it, I open it up, and someone has stolen the disc out of it, right? So now I always look. Before I buy a gem at Goodwill or a flea market or anywhere, Visions, I look inside. I'll ask the owner, I'm like, hey, do you mind if I just look? And they're like, oh yeah. They're like, look to make sure no one stole it, because they said people do that. So I looked. It's got every single, hang on. It's got every single thing. So yeah. So I was surprised that it had all the discs in it. So thank God it had all the discs in it. So I committed to number 1. That way, if I don't like it, I don't have to get the other 12 seasons. So, anyway, we'll see. From what I remember, it's pretty good. So we'll see. Again, I don't know when I'm going to have time to watch it, because if you guys remember, Fierce has got all this. And then, nah, all that. I don't need any more DVDs and Blu-rays and television shows. But the obsession, the nerdage must continue. One thing I learned from my buddy Eric Visions, right? Oh, and everybody, not just Visions, everybody. Eric looked at me one time and said, Fierce, there's never enough. There's never enough nerdage. There's never enough collectibles. There's never enough. There's never enough. And I said, yeah, that's kind of true. If you're a full-on nerd, you know, the collection must keep on going. The collection must keep on growing. Shh. There we are. It's just finding time to watch all this shit. Especially like all the rare fucking hilarious ones. Randall said, he's like, oh, Fierce, he goes, you found nothing. And I was like, I said, what do you mean? He goes, Fierce, he goes, I'm older than you. I said, that's true, Randall. You are 40. Oh, God. Don't let me get this wrong. 42. He's like, there's a lot more hilarious like shows that you need to watch. And I was like what? And he goes, you've watched some of these old shows with your dad. I said, actually, I said a lot of them with my dad and a lot of them by myself. Or with my brother. And he goes, Fierce, what about Mantis? What about Nightman? And I said, true. I said, Randall, I need to get Nightman. You know, he's a jazz singer and jazz blues player by day, but by night, he's fucking Nightman. Oh, shit. And he plays the fucking saxophone. And he's got long, fucking hilarious, like, Fabio hair. You know? And he's, like, super buff. And I'm just fucking losing my mind over this guy. And he kind of looks like a half-assed Fabio, the guy that played Nightman. And Fabio's hilarious to begin with. I can't believe it isn't butter. Yeah, we get it. The fucking butter commercials. Yeah, we get it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Yakov says, you remind me of Peter Griffin. You know, Yakov, I've watched a little bit of Family Guy. I haven't watched a lot of Family Guy. But it's funny that you bring up Family Guy, buddy. Because check this gem out. I found this gem. Family Guy, it's a trap. It's their version of Star Wars. And I love anything Star Wars. And I like Family Guy. But I haven't watched a lot of it. So I thought this would be a good gem. So there we are. So that's the next gem. Alright. Alright, this next one, again. Yeah. Dayman, Fighter of the Nightman. Oh, really? Is that his evil villain Visions? Dayman fights Nightman? Oh, God. Hang on, wait a minute. I have to fucking Google this. Hang on, wait a minute. He has a fucking villain named Dayman. Oh, my God. Hang on, wait a minute. YouTube. Dayman versus Nightman. Oh, God. You have to be shitting me. Hang on. Oh, my God. Okay, hang on. Wait a minute. Hang on. Where is it? The only thing that came up was It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Oh my gosh, is Visions toying with fears? Oh, I was hoping for like some hilarious like villain like taking down Nightman. No! Oh, that's all right. You know what? I've never watched the trailer. I'm going to do a live trailer reaction. Randall's told me about Nightman, but let's just do the Nightman trailer. Our TV show trailer. Let's see what this is all about. All right, so it's 1 minute and 10 seconds. The artwork looks hilarious. He's got this mask on with a red glowing eye, and he's got flowing Fabio hair, and he's flying through the air. Randall, you know what to get me for my birthday, buddy. Oh, Lord. All right, what's
Hey, it's me, your skin.
Let's see what this is all about.
Balance while exfoliating
Let's see what this is all about.
CeraVe Renewing Essay Cleanser.
Let's see what this is all about. Okay, hang on. Here we go. He's fucking playing a saxophone with a fucking white beater on and fucking 80s sunglasses, and it's at nighttime. What the hell is wrong with this guy? Oh my god, that's a must. That is a fucking must. So I guess Randall was right. Like, Randall was like, Fears, you've seen nothing yet. Mantis, Dark Man, whatever the hell Dark Man is. He goes, oh, Fears, he goes, you're gonna love Dark Man. I said, what the hell is Dark Man? He's like, there's this guy, and he wants revenge, and then, like, all these dudes beat him up, and then I think Randall said, like, acid gets on his face and, like, burns the shit out of his face, and then he has to wear all these wrappings on his face. And then, like, it makes him super strength, but, like, super ugly at the same time. I'm like, Randall, this makes no sense, but I'm like, it sounds hilarious. So, yeah. I'm a big fan of the first, 5th, and 6th seasons of Family Guy. One of these days, Yakov, I will invest and watch the entire saga of Family Guy. But I'll be honest, I've only seen a couple episodes. Yakov says he's a master of karate and friendship for everyone. Dark Man rules. Really? Is it a TV show or a movie? You know what? Let's Google it. I'll do another live reaction. I've never heard of Nightmare. Well, I've heard of it. Randall told me about it, but I've never seen a single frame of it. So, all right, let's rock and go with the flow and let's check out some Nightman. All right. I mean some Dark Man. Okay. I guess it's just Dark Man, the TV show. You know, I'll just do Dark Man TV show trailer. All right, let's see what this is. Oh, okay, so it's a movie. So they made... Oh, wow, they made a couple of them. They made Dark Man 1, and then Dark Man 2, The Return of Durant, and then Dark Man 3, Dark Man Die. Oh, it's fucking over with. This may be added to the list. Oh, Lord. Well, Vision said it's great, so I may have to. Oh, Lord. What am I getting myself into? All right, here it is. It's 1:50 minutes. All right, let's figure this out.
My son deserves the finer things in life, like his old
So it's not a TV show.
Lavender and mint body wash.
It's not a TV show. It's a movie. Okay.
Is that lavender I smell?
Oh,
Give me 1 second.
It's okay.
I'm gonna watch
body
this.
wash too.
It's my body wash.
All right, here we go. All right.
Who? No foolish heroics, if you please.
Is Dark Man.
Wait a minute. So he dies in the first 10 seconds. He's working in his lab, and then it just shows a big chemical explosion, and the whole fucking building blows up. So he's dead already.
They destroyed everything he had. All that he loved.
Okay, so they didn't kill him. They just severely burnt him. Okay. For a minute, I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, it's only 10 seconds in, and they blew the shit out of his lab.
Everything that he was. Now, crime has a new enemy, and justice has a brand new face.
I was afraid that you wouldn't want me anymore.
Of course I still want you.
The good news is that I know who's behind our little troubles of late. Finish it.
He has the power to look like any man,
They're still both sons of witches!
but he is unlike any man.
I gotta tell you something about me.
He's a cockroach. Think you're killing?
Okay, I am sold. This looks not only like a superhero movie, Visions and Yakov, but it's like a 80s action thriller adventure, like going fucking ballistic. Visions. I have added this to the list. This is on the list. It's not a horror movie, but I'm adding it to the list.
And he pops up someplace else.
In the darkest hour,
Julie, who's the real monster here?
there's a light that shines on every human being. But one. From director Sam Raimi. Dark Man.
Nice. I'm sold. I am sold. It's pretty awesome. Pretty sweet. I'm telling you guys, Randall was not kidding. I gotta say, between Visions and Pixel, Yakov and Randall, they've been telling me about these sweet gems, man, that I guess passed by fears when I was growing up, because I've never seen Dark Man until now. I've never heard of Dark Man until Randall told me about a month or two ago. But he just told me about it, but I hadn't looked it up. I'm glad I looked it up. It looks fucking amazing. Well, if that's number one, I cannot wait to see part 2 and part 3. There it is. It's the guy that made Evil Dead and Spider-Man. Oh, okay, nice. Nice. All right, back to the haul. Well, I've added it to the list, Visions. And I'm going to get to the list in just a second, because that's the third topic. I found some new horror gems on my own, buddy, and I want to see if you know about these. Okay. Fears has been wanting to get this for a while. Again, this is where my inner Disney comes into play. Oz the Great and Powerful. It's the prequel to The Wizard of Oz, and I love The Wizard of Oz. So I had to get it. I got it at Goodwill for $1. $1. So I've been finding some pretty good gems. All right. Okay. And the last gem, not just one movie, not 2 movies, but 3 movies. Daredevil, Elektra, and something called The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Never heard of that one either. But it looks like a superhero movie. So I'll have to give it a watch. So all in all, pretty good gems all through the day. All right. All right. Oh, one more. I almost forgot. Fears found some new sunglasses, brown, because I've got every single color, and I usually find my type of shades at Goodwill, but I don't dare put this on my face, not yet, because God knows who wore this before me. So you guys know my policy. I always run this through the dishwasher on extra high, and I don't run it just once. I run it 2 times to kill off all the bacteria. So now that I've had it in my hands, as soon as the stream's over, I have to wash my hands because I'm OCD about that. God knows who put this on their face before Fears. So, they're cool sunglasses, but until I run them through the dishwasher twice to kill all the bacteria off them, it won't go on my face, but there we are. Anyway, I love Daredevil's. Daredevil's a pretty cool character. I like Daredevil. And he's kind of like a unique kind of superhero. He can't see anything, but he can hear really well, and because and he can see. The only thing he can see, I remember, Yakov, don't tell me, he can't see like how everyone sees, but he sees like whenever he hears a noise, he sees black and white images pop up, but only when you hear a noise. Or so. That's why he's got those 2 sticks. And he bangs on stuff, and then when he connects them together, he makes like a long, kind of like staff that like Donatello has in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But then he breaks them, and then they have wires, and he can like choke the shit out of someone with the wires that wrap around, you know. So the Daredevil, he's a rockin'. And I haven't seen, and I've seen the Daredevil movie, but it's been ages since I've seen it again. So I'll watch it again. I'll review it for you guys at some point. All the stuff I buy, I'm going to review for you guys at some point. It's just when, because the Medusa amount of stuff that I, get on these hauls. There we are. Anyway. Let's continue on. All right, buddy. So, Visions, I hope you're ready for this. I found some. I'm gonna pull up my list of horror movies. So we're moving on to the next topic. New horror movies that I found on my own. I just want to run. I mean, Visions. I would say. I'm not saying he's the. I'm saying he's probably the master of the horror movies in the whole YouTube, in our whole YouTube community. I would say Pixel is a second runner up, and then I would be probably the third. But anyone can chime in. So Yakov, anyone else, if you guys have heard of these gems, let me know. Okay, so let me just pull up my list. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, so here we go. So the first one, I don't know how this passed me by, because I watched the trailer today, Yakov and Visions. Have you guys ever heard of something called Brain Scan, an interactive trip to hell? I have no idea what the fuck this is, but I went to Google today, and I went, you know what? I'm gonna find some gems by myself, and it's got this guy like on the cover, and he's all like that, with his face like kind of like stretched and shit. So I was like, I gotta ask Visions about this. Brain Scan. So yeah. So that's the first one that I found on my own. I watched the trailer, and there was a whole bunch of shit going on in this trailer. Like, I don't even know where to begin. It was all over the fucking place. So, yeah. I was just like, I was trying to understand it, and it was all over the place. And yeah, it was kind of nuts, but it looked hilarious. It absolutely looked hilarious. So, if you guys have seen that one, let me know. Gem number 2, I took Pixel's advice. So Visions, I finally watched these basket case. I watched the trailer today of the basket case ones, and I was utterly fucking losing my goddamn mind. It's this little creature in this little kind of like longer burger brown basket, and he just jumps out of the basket, like gnaws on someone's ear and gnaws on someone's neck, and literally like gnawing, like fucking gnawing on their neck and shit, and then he just kind of like creeps back into the basket. So hopefully you guys have heard of that one. So yeah, I have a friend that recommended that to me. I've never seen it though. Okay, but have you seen the basket case? All right, so you haven't seen Brain Scan, but have you seen the basket case ones? Pixel said he was dying of laughter, and he said, "Fierce, not only have they made basket case 1, not 2, but they've made all 3." And I was like, "Oh Lord!" I'm like, "That's a commitment. That is a commitment." All right, number 3. Let me scroll down. I found something called Street Trash. Street Trash. So I don't know if you've ever heard of that one. Let me pull up the poster. I wrote it down. It's called Street Trash. Street Trash, and then I'll describe the movie poster. It's basically some guy being melted. He's like melting away, and he's stuck in a toilet, and he's crawling out of the toilet, and he's a zombie, and there's all this like green liquid coming out of the toilet, and he's all like going like that, and he's like coming out of the toilet, and I just fucking lost my mind. Street Trash. Street Trash. And I didn't watch the trailer, but I could watch it right now, but it looked utterly fucking hilarious. The poster alone looked great. That one. So yeah. Let's see. Vision said, sure, that one is neato. Oh, nice. What about Street Trash? Have you heard of Street Trash? So anyway, let's watch the trailer, shall we? I have to find out what this Street Trash is all about. Well, you know it's going to be a cheesy horror film if it's called Street Trash. Oh, Lord. What am I getting myself into? I may have to add this to the list. Street Trash. But I literally wrote today, 80s cheesy horror movies, and these on the list popped up. Street Trash trailer. All right, let's have a little look-see here. Let's have a little look-see. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Oh, they made this ages ago. Street Trash 1987. Oh, my Lord. Okay. This is an old one.
I don't need this.
Are you tired of the same old routine?
My wife, my
Busting your hump and getting nowhere?
This just ain't my day.
The boss, is he always on your back?
Nice ammoniac belongs in your chair, not in your lap, which is where you keep trying
All right. Very cute Chinese girl. She's pretty cute.
to put it. You guys,
The wife, and the kids.
Is that right?
They never listen.
I hate to see him pissing his life away in them goddamn computers.
Do you ever feel like forgetting the whole thing?
Think I got it easy?
Well, now you can.
I'm talking about life!
Drop out and join the ranks of the few.
Oh, my God.
The filthy. The trash.
My own place, a condominium.
Where else can you live for free
Oh, my Lord.
and eat for even less?
Oh, my God.
Well, be forewarned. Freedom has its price.
All I gotta say is, Visions, who the hell comes up with this garbage? God bless the hilarious people in Hollywood that come up with this garbage. Oh, my Lord.
Yes, there's always a snake in the Garden of Eden.
What you got for me today?
Today, tenderfly viper. $1.
Here's to you, pussy. Don't drink my viper. Watch.
So I guess basically, like, they drink this potion and all this blue liquid starts oozing out of them, and I guess they turn into, like, zombies, I guess, or street trash, or I don't know.
What's the matter? You can't hold your liquor, huh?
This is a must. I'm adding this to the list. It's so out of control. I mean, he's like the toilet is consuming him, and there's all this like green vile liquid coming out of his mouth. Then there's all this blue shit protruding out of his ears and shit. This is a must. Visions, I'm gonna have to find out. Well, and I know you sold that koozie. I was wondering what that was from, but I had no idea it was from this movie. Anyway, all right, so that's the next one on the list. All right, let me pull up. Let me go back to the list. Anyway, I've always wondered what that koozie was from. I thought maybe that was just a design that you made up, Visions, but there it is. All right, so it comes full circle. All right, back to the list. All right, here we go. Well, that's a must. I'm adding that to the list. I'm adding that list. All right, the next one. Let me scroll down here. Okay. I already knew what Creepshow 1 and 2 was. I added those to the list. I've only seen bits and pieces, so you guys have heard of them. I cannot wait to watch them all the way through. I found something. I don't know what this guy. He's like. I don't know how to describe this guy, Visions. He's got like a black suit on, no eyes, and his head is like this tall. I mean, literally this tall, and he's flipping off the camera, and then he's holding a shotgun, and it's called Bad Taste. I don't know what the hell this is, but he's got an oversized. I mean, his head is like this big, and no eyes. Like the eye sockets The eye sockets are just like black. So I don't know what this is. It's called Bad Taste. I don't know if you've ever heard of this one. It looked hilarious. I've never seen the trailer, but we should watch it. But have you ever heard of Bad Taste? There's this guy in like and he's literally like this, and he's got his mouth open like that, and he's got massive eye sockets, and his head is like that fucking huge. I don't know what the hell it is, but it looks hilarious. But Bad Taste. Here we go. Bad Taste. All right, let's go to YouTube. Let's watch some Bad Taste trailer. The names of these horror movies just make me lose it. All right, here we go. He looks like some, I don't know, he looks like he's like half dead, half alive. They made it in 1987. The population of a small town disappears and is replaced by aliens that chase human flesh for the intergalactic fast food chain. Oh, this is fucking hilarious. Wow. I guess they could get away with trailers back in the day, buddy, because the first 10 seconds, there's a guy in a business suit, and he's running through the desert, and then all of a sudden he looks to the right, and he sees, I guess, some zombie alien with a spoon eating the brains out of someone's half-sawed-off head. I guess you could get away with more in the 80s. This isn't a movie trailer.
We've got trouble.
Good word.
Right, we're on our way.
Tomorrow we're having you for lunch.
Tomorrow we're having you for lunch. What are we going to do if we spotted Frank?
Oh, nice gun shooting.
Go, Frank.
This doesn't even look like a movie. It looks like someone with a video camera. I like it. Looks good.
The real to hit. Here, it was right all along.
This is some high quality acting.
That's the end of those weekend cowboys. What's up, boss? You go on. I'm gonna go back and stop those
Bangers.
God's sake, boss, put that thing down. Let's get in there and hit the lead.
I guess they filmed this like in Europe because I'm hearing accents. Okay. Maybe it's another dead-end drive-in, Australian type of, thing. Oh, wow. Oh yeah, I'm adding this to the list. I don't know what the hell this is, but God bless me for finding it. All right, let's see. All right, it's Peter Jackson's first film. He made it on weekends with his friends over a couple of years. It's amazing. Oh, nice, buddy. Peter Jackson. That's a classic. I made 2 Bad Taste paintings and used... Oh, okay. All right, so you've heard of it. All right. Well, listen. Oh, my gosh. I don't know how these gems passed me by, but they did pass me by. But God bless the holy trash movie gods for making me find them. Well, I'm adding that to the list. I'll find it, Visions. If I don't find it at V-Stock on the trip, I will find it on the internet. Blu-ray it up, buddy. Oh yeah. All right. Back to the list. I've got 2 more that I found on my list. Let me go back to the list. Let me scroll down. Okay. Let's see here. I found one called The Stuff. It's literally just the stuff. The stuff. And it's got some guy like that on the title. He's like, oh, like that. And then all this like white liquid is coming out of his eyes and out of his mouth. And he's got his hands like this on the poster. Let me know if you've ever... I haven't seen the trailer yet, but we're going to watch it momentarily. But it's called just The Stuff. So I don't know if you've ever seen that one, but let's have a look-see, shall we? The Stuff. The Stuff. The Stuff trailer. All right, here we go. The Stuff trailer. Oh, wow, 1985. This is an old one. Okay. All right. Here we go.
No! Don't eat that! I saw it moving in the refrigerator.
Here, Jason. Take some.
There is
So it's an ice cream, I guess? Or, I don't know.
something alive in there.
Something's
They're
alive.
good for us, Jason. They kill the bad things inside us.
Must be a side effect of eating too much dessert.
It's gonna kill you! It's gonna kill you all!
Wait. We are not alone.
If you're telling me that an alien is inside an ice cream bar, it's fucking goddamn over with.
America is in grave danger.
So are you prepared to say on the air that you've actually seen people devoured by the stuff?
Oh, hell yes. And what's worse, I've seen what's left of them when the stuff gets through and comes back out.
Doesn't make any sense. Oh my god.
Coming soon. For you. The Stuff.
The Stuff.
From New World Pictures.
It's over. So it's like this creamy liquid alien ice cream ooze that protrudes out of the fucking carton. I guess just consumes and eats people, I guess. Alright. Let's see if... I haven't seen your guys' comments yet, so let's see if Visions or anybody else has heard of this one. Alright. Vision goes, oh, sure I have. It's about that delicious marshmallowy ooze. Okay, so he's seen it. All right, well, I guess it's marshmallowy then. It looked like ice cream to me, but all right. But have you watched it, though, Visions? It looked hilarious, so I'm probably going to have to add that to the list, too. All right, and then the last one. The last one, let me... The last one... So I found all of these by myself. So, yeah. So I'm glad that Visions has seen every single one of these. And the last one... Hang on, let me go back to my list. The last one is... Oh, hang on. I'm trying to pull up the photo of it. It's called The Hearst. It's just called The Hearst. So it's got, in the background visions of the poster, it's a woman with like a white dress. You can't really see her face, and she's like this. And then there's this massive black hearse in front with the back door of the hearse opened up. I don't know if you've ever seen that one. So yeah. So let's watch the let's watch the trailer, and then I'll see if Visions has seen this one, The Hearst. It looked hilarious, the cover. So all right, let's 1980. Oh wow, this is an old one. Okay, so all these are kind of old. Okay, all right, here we go. So already I'm losing it. It's got the classic, horror movie, like, dun 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 dun. Then it's got some girl half naked and she's running down the stairs. Typical 80s horror film.
The barrier between life and death is no greater than the thickness of a door. And now, the door is open. Crown International Pictures presents The Hearse.
Welcome to Blackford. You plan on staying very long?
Well, I'm not exactly sure yet. Maybe for the summer.
A beautiful woman trying to escape her past
When my marriage ended, I nearly cracked up.
becomes trapped in a past far more terrible than her own.
I know what your aunt did here. She worshipped the devil.
He believes we can live forever,
Typical.
even beyond death.
What diabolical forces are manipulating her life?
I am possessed. I am possessed.
That locket.
Oh, it belonged to my aunt.
I wouldn't show it to too many people if I were you. It's the devil's sign.
Why is she being...
I don't know if I can watch this because it's a lot of like devil stuff, and you guys know I'm a Christian, so I don't know. This one's a maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
pursued by a phantom on wheels?
The hearse that carried your aunt's body crashed. It exploded into flames. Stranger than that.
It does
was
look
no
hilarious.
Sign of the driver or your aunt's coffin.
What horrifying destiny will be fulfilled when at last she encounters the hearse?
What do you want?
An ancient house,
It's haunted. And
Well,
you're
no
a
shit.
ghost.
a classic car,
It's still roaming the old county road in search of victims.
You're not gonna get me. You're not.
a terrifying confrontation with evil.
Can't they serve it death to hell?
Trish Vanderveer, Joseph Cotton,
Anybody there?
the hearse, a classic experience in fright.
Hilarious. Hilarious. All right, let's see if Visions has seen it. All right. Vision says, never heard of that one. Okay, never heard of that one. Oh yeah, I'm doing good. Skunk, I was watching. I was seeing that Visions had seen some of these horror gems that I found on my own. And he's seen every single one except for the last one. It's called The Hearse. And I was watching the trailer. And the trailer was all over the fucking place. Like the hearse comes alive. And the devil possesses the hearse. And the hearse tries to run over this woman. And then she like stabs the engine like 5 times. And she's like, die, you son of a bitch. And it's all over the fucking place, man. I was fucking losing my mind. It was pretty nuts. That one's a maybe, though. That one's a maybe. But all the other ones were straight up gold. Straight up gold. Anyway, Visions, I think I found some pretty good gems on my own. But, Visions, keep those gems a-coming. So if you got any more gems for me that you think Fears would enjoy, dig deep into those 80s, 70s, 90s hilarious horror films and throw some more gems Fears' way. So, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to buy that. I had no idea when I watched it young. Remember, Vision, I told you the one about, what the hell was it called? Clown House. I watched it as a kid, like when I was 15, 16, at my friend's house. But I didn't know the history on it. So it doesn't happen in the film. The film was just nuts. But the dude said that the guy either made it or directed it. I can't remember. He's like a full-blown, like, pedophile. And I was like, I don't know if I can buy it. Because it's not really the movie, but all the history about it, is kind of nuts. But I remember seeing the film. The film, when I saw the film, oh God. Me and my friend, we waited until his parents went to sleep. And that night was the night I watched Halloween for the first time. But we watched 3 horror movies. We watched Clown House, Halloween, and I think we watched I think it was Halloween 2. But I remember Clown House was one of them. So, but after the dude told me all that crazy history, he's like, yeah, Fear's like the guy that made that fucking movie is the same guy that made all the Jeepers Creepers movies. And I bought Jeepers Creepers, but I had no idea. I bought Jeepers Creepers before I found out all that fucking crazy shit. So I was like, oh, fuck. So, yeah. So I don't know if I'm going to be buying any Clown House. But, yeah. Because when the dude said all about that crazy... Yeah, oh man. Right, Visions? Vision says he made it especially for kids' sleepovers. Sounds like his plan worked. Oh, man. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Yeah. Well, I mean, I had no idea back then, Visions, you know. But, I will say the movie is insane, though. The movie's insane. And I've never been afraid of clowns. I've never been afraid of clowns whatsoever, but yeah, but Visions, you didn't know about that history either. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh shit, you know? So yeah. I had no idea. I will say when I was a kid I enjoyed the film, but now I can't really enjoy that film as much. Like I thought it was just a funny, cheesy, you know, crazy fucking horror movie. And it is. It's about all these, like, demented, like, insane, what is it? They're not prison escapees. They're mental patients that go to this carnival, kill all these clowns, dress up as the clowns, and then terrorize this teenage guy, this teenage guy, and his younger brother in their house, and they end up, like, almost killing his brother and all of his younger brothers. And then they end up killing all the clowns and all that shit. So, yeah. Yeah, see, I didn't know either. I didn't know that either, Exhumed Visions. He says, nah, he goes, I had no idea until the dude said something. Yeah, I had no idea either. No idea. No clue. I was about to buy it. I was like, oh, I'm going to add Clown House to the list. But now, I you know, because if I buy it, then I know the trolls are going to give me a whole bunch of shit. Because in the end, it is just a movie, but I don't agree with what that director has done. Because pedophilia shit is fucking disgusting. So I probably won't buy it. Because if you do buy it, then you're just supporting that guy. But now I can't enjoy that movie. Because the dude blew my mind with all that crazy shit. And then he, well, I think he told you first, Visions, and then he told me. And I was like, I'm not liking what I'm hearing, you know, and I was just like, oh, Lord. Anyway. But I can't help it. I had no idea. I had already bought Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2. And then I was like, oh, shit. I'm like, well, I already bought those fucking movies. And I had no idea, you know, but... So that one, I guess that one can slide, but... I don't know if I can buy the other one, you know. So, yeah. It's crazy, though. People are nuts, you know. People are nuts in the real world, you know what I'm saying? Just crazy shit. Crazy shit. Anyway, buddy, besides that one, all the other gems Visions I found. And Visions saw every single one of them except for the Hearst one. I don't know about the Hearst. It was funny. It was cheesy, but... wasn't as cheesy as all the other ones. Street Trash was probably the most cheesiest one out of all of them. I was fucking losing my mind. Some guy crawling out of a toilet like, no, please help me. And all this blue liquid ooze coming out of his mouth. He's got green shit protruding out of his fucking ears. And he's like, and I'm just like, okay. This is a mud. Then Bad Taste. I had no idea that Peter Jackson made it on the weekends. That's pretty cool. But I'm telling you, Visions, it looked like a student project, and I guess it was so good that I don't know how he took his student project and turned it into a film. That's pretty fucking cool. I will say that's pretty fucking cool. To take your student project and go, you know what? I'm going to turn this into a big budget film. I can't believe that was his first film. And now it's like a cult classic. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So yeah. I was gifted a copy of Lucas today. It's the movie where Charlie Sheen abused Corey Haim behind the scenes. I've never heard of that. Which probably led him down the path that he took, unfortunately. I've never heard of Lucas. I have no idea. No clue. No clue, buddy. Exactly, Visions. He goes from bad taste to Lord of the Rings. Not bad. That's not a bad path at all. And what's really cool about Peter Jackson, I guess the guys that made Shaun of the Dead and that cop movie. What's that cop movie they made? What is it? I have that cop movie where that British cop movie that the Shaun of the Dead people did. In the British cop comedy, Peter Jackson makes a cameo as a deranged Santa that stabs the main cop guy with a knife, and the knife goes through his hand, and that's Peter Jackson in the Santa Claus costume. Visions, did you know that? He made a quick cameo. It's like a real quick, like not even 10 seconds, maybe 5-second cameo, and you can't tell it's Peter Jackson because he's got the Santa Claus like beard on with the hat. But when I watched the behind the scenes, they say, "Oh yeah, that's Peter Jackson." And I went, "Oh, I'm like, that's pretty fucking cool." I'm like, nice. Anyway. Oh man, I'm getting tired. Well, I think I'm gonna save Indiana Jones again for tomorrow because I'm beat. I've only had a couple hours sleep today because I had to get all those errands done. Oh Lord, my face is about to turn into Jello. I need to get a nap in, and I need to get some dinner, and I'm gonna work on this secret project. Randall threw me some footage, and I guess I forgot about it because I was cleaning out my hard drive a few days ago. I don't know where this footage came. Well, it came from Randall, but I forgot that Randall gave it to me. So as I'm like cleaning out the hard drive, I made that short film. I made that vlog. I can get rid of that stuff. And all of a sudden it said Randall footage, like in a file, right, Vision? So I click on it, and Randall was talking about what he really wants, and he's like flipping through like wads of cash, and he's like beer, malt liquor, and I'm like, what the fuck is Randy talking about? So I don't know why he threw me this footage, and I dated the footage. It was like 2019, 2020. So I've had it on my hard drive since then, and I had no idea that he threw it to me. I mean, I probably knew it at the time, and he said, hey, make a short film out of this or something, but I forgot that it was on the hard drive. So when you guys see this footage, I was losing my shit because I've forgotten about this footage. When I was cleaning off my hard drive, just throwing away old stuff, downloading new footage on my hard drive, and I start watching this old footage, and I'm like, oh, I kind of remember this, but I forgot about it. Oh, God, but when you guys see this footage, you're going to lose your mind because Randall is doing the overacting. He's going the distance. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I know I did. Chilling out, always hanging out with the fans. Good times. Anyway, I will keep you guys updated on whenever me and Jeff hang out. It should be whenever I come back from my trip. Jeff said by the time I come back from my trip, then he'll have the Nerd Cave a rockin'. Anyway, time for some shout-outs, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to FearsMan26 and Fears Vlogs. Follow my buddy Randall at The Mayor of Magic and Cameo Man 2021. Follow Pixel Lord of the Pylons at Pixel Protocol. Follow that crazy challenge master that is Richie Wright, jumping into lakes, filling his bathtub up with ranch, downing a fucking bottle of barbecue sauce in the shower, going fucking ballistic. I don't know what he's up to, but he's up to crazy shit as always. Follow the main man, Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on Twitch. Oh, by the way, Visions, I finally saw American Werewolf in London all the way through. Oh, so good, buddy. And that was not like a hilarious, like, shitty 80, like, comedy. That one is good, and it's scary at times. The transformation looks so painful and so scary. I was like, oh, man, I'm a little terrified. I was a little bit taken back, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, I didn't expect that transformation. I'm like, I knew there was going to be somewhat of a transformation because it is a werewolf movie, but I was like, I'm not expecting this shit. Ooh, okay. And I'm sitting there, I'm like this, I'm like, oh, that looks like it hurts. Oh, okay, all right. His feet extend. His cheeks are protruding. The fucking fangs are coming out. It was nuts. I don't know if you've ever seen that one, Visions, American Werewolf in London. So good. I finally watched it all the way through because back in the day, I had seen little bits and pieces of it here and there. But I was like, one day I'm going to sit down and watch it all the way through. I sat down, watched it all the way through. Whoo! Good shit. Good shit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyway, Vision says, good stream. Have a nice weekend. Same to you, buddy. Visions, have a good weekend. Everybody else have a good weekend. And last, but certainly not least, follow my buddy, my pal, Visions, Lord Visions, at www.exhumvisions.com. Buy some cool shit. Get out there and buy that grandma t-shirt. Oh, yeah. And why? Because Visions is a cool, epic motherfucker. And one more thing before I go. This is a personal shout-out to Visions, Yakov, and the dude. I appreciate you guys entering the meme contest. I hope you guys like all the goodies that I sent you. It was from the heart. Just, you can show everything. Just please don't show the letters that I wrote to you guys. That is a personal letter from me to you. Please don't show it. You guys can take pictures and Instagram it, all the other stuff, and put all the other stuff in the Discord and show everybody what I got you guys, but please don't show that. That's my only request. All right, I'm taking off. But Fears loves you. Fears cares about you. And I will see you later, alligator.